Here we are again, wonderful learners, lesson 3. Today you learn to get reliable answers, and to ask perfect questions. So useful. Mr. Jacob Francis is waiting for you in the class. Come along, and keep learning.
Welcome back, my friend, and very well done for getting this far. You now understand more about how AI truly works than most people ever will. So be proud of that. Now, let me be completely honest with you. I have shown you all the wonderful things AI can do. But a good teacher, like a good friend, also warns you about the dangers. And AI has one famous weakness, just one, and knowing it today will protect you, and even protect your family. Here is a question to hold in your mind. If a computer gives you an answer in a calm, confident voice, does that automatically mean the answer is correct? Hold your honest guess. And let us understand this one weakness, called hallucination, together. Do not worry about that big word. I will make it simple in 1 minute. So what does this strange word, hallucination, mean for AI? It means something very specific and a little dangerous. It means that, sometimes, the AI gives you information that is completely wrong, but, here is the dangerous part, it says that wrong thing with total confidence. It does not stammer. It does not sound unsure. It states the wrong answer in the same calm, polished, convincing voice it uses when it is perfectly right. So the mistake does not come with a warning bell. That is exactly why you must know about it. Let me give you a picture from your own daily life. Think of that one customer, every shop has one, who talks loudly and surely about everything, cricket, politics, medicine, the weather, all of it, with a big confident smile. Most of what he says is perfectly fine. But every so often, in that very same sure voice, he tells you something completely wrong, and because his tone never drops, never wavers, you simply cannot tell which part is true and which is false. The AI can be exactly like that confident customer, wonderful most of the time, but occasionally, and confidently, wrong. It might even look at a clear photo of a lion and tell you, with full confidence, that it is a dog. Now, why does this happen? And here our earlier lesson pays off beautifully. Do you remember how the AI actually writes? It does not look up facts in a big book of truth. Instead, it guesses the next likely word, again and again, the way you can almost finish a regular customer's order before he even speaks. So let me ask you, quickly, before I explain, when the AI knows very little about your question, what do you think it does? Honestly admit, I do not know, or simply guess, confidently. Yes, it guesses, confidently. Because guessing likely sounding words is the only thing it knows how to do. And here is the part many people miss, this can happen even on famous topics, not only rare ones. Because the AI is always reaching for words that sound correct, rather than checking a fact, it can occasionally invent a wrong date, a wrong name, or a false detail even about something well known. A topic it has barely seen, like a small temple festival in your own panchayat, or a brand new rule from last week, just makes it slip more often. So hallucination is not only, it ran out of information, it is built into the very way it writes, predicting likely words, instead of verifying facts. So please hold on to the single most important point about this weakness. The danger is not just that the AI can be wrong, every tool can make mistakes. The real danger is that it sounds exactly as sure when it is wrong as when it is right. There is no change in its voice, no little hesitation, no, I am not certain about this. A human expert, when unsure, will usually say, I think so, but please check. The AI usually will not give you that warning. So let me check with you, do you see now why this matters so much, especially for serious things? If yes, you have understood the one lesson that keeps you safe. If it is still becoming clear in your mind, do not worry at all, stay with me, because the next question will make it as real as anything in your own home. This next one, my friend, is not just a lesson. It could one day matter for someone you love. So please, really think. Here is the question. Suppose you ask an AI about the correct dose of a medicine, for yourself, or worse, for your child or your elderly parent. The answer comes back instantly, in that calm, confident voice. Should you simply trust it, blindly, and give that dose? Take a real moment with this one. And the answer is a firm, clear no. Never blindly. Not for medicine, not for your health, not for money, not for legal matters, not for any important fact. For anything that truly matters, you must always check the answer against a trusted source, ask a real doctor, confirm on an official website, speak to a qualified person. The AI is a brilliant assistant, but it is never the final authority. You are. So let us make this your rule number 1 for using AI wisely. Use it freely, trust it happily for small everyday things where a mistake costs you nothing, a recipe, a friendly message, an explanation of an idea. But for anything important, anything where a mistake could cost you, your health, your money, your safety, always verify. It takes only a minute to check, and that 1 minute protects you completely. This is not about fearing AI, it is simply about using a powerful tool with a little common sense. A sharp kitchen knife is a wonderful thing, you use it every day, but you still hold it with care. Same idea, exactly. Now let me correct the belief that gets so many people into trouble. The myth is this: it is a computer, and computers are always right, so the AI must be right too. Be honest with yourself, somewhere deep down, did a part of you believe that? Most people do, it feels natural to trust a machine. But here is exactly why that belief is wrong. A simple calculator looks up and works out an exact answer, so it is reliable. 2 + 2 is always 4. The AI is not doing that at all. Remember, it is predicting likely sounding words, not looking up a checked fact. So it is a completely different kind of machine, and that is precisely why it can be confidently wrong. Carry this with you from today: a sure voice from AI is not proof of a correct answer. The AI is your clever assistant, it is not your master, and it is not a wise old man who is always right. It is a clever helper, nothing more, and you are still the one in charge. And if anything about this weakness worries you, or is not fully clear, please write your question in the comments below. I read every single one myself, and I reply within 24 hours. This is an important topic, so never feel shy, your question may protect another viewer too. So let us hold the balance gently. This does not mean AI is bad, or that you should fear it, not at all. It simply means you use it the way you use any powerful, helpful tool, with trust for the small things, and with care for the important ones. Use AI freely, but you remain the judge. And here is a piece of good news to end on: there is even a clever way to greatly reduce this weakness. We connect the AI to a trusted, reliable source of real information, so that instead of guessing from memory, it answers from those checked facts. It does not remove the weakness completely, but it makes the AI far more dependable. We will learn that simple trick together soon. Quickly, let us note down the 2 lines that keep you safe. 1. AI predicts words, it does not check facts, so it can be confidently wrong. A sure voice does not mean a correct answer. 2. For anything important, always verify with a trusted source. Pause and write those 2 lines now, they are worth more than anything else today. I will wait for you. And here is your homework, a clever little game that teaches you to spot hallucinations yourself. Open a free AI on your phone, and ask it a detailed question about something you know very well, but for the best test, pick something a little local or unusual, a small fact about your own town, a step in your family's recipe, a rule of your favorite local sport. Read the answer carefully, and look for even one small mistake stated with full confidence. If the answer is perfect, wonderful, but then try a more unusual, very specific, or very recent question, because that is exactly where the AI is most likely to confidently slip. Once you have caught it being confidently wrong with your own eyes, you will never again trust it blindly, and that makes you a wise, safe user. In our next lesson, we move to something wonderful, the single most useful skill of all: how to ask the AI so it gives you brilliant answers every time. Take care, my friend, and very well done today. Welcome back, my friend. Today we arrive at what is, in my honest opinion, the single most useful skill in this entire class, and the good news is, it is also one of the easiest. So here is a question to wake your mind. Do you think you get a better answer from the AI by using big, clever, technical words, or simply by asking your question in a clearer way? Hold your guess, and let us discover the answer together. And as always, wherever a big word appears, I will turn it into plain, everyday language right away. Let us start with one simple word you will hear again and again, a prompt. Do not let it confuse you. A prompt is just the instruction, the question, that you type into the AI, that is all it is. And here is the key idea. The same AI, given a better instruction, gives you a far better answer. Think of asking a tailor for a shirt. So let me check you with a tiny question. Between saying, make me a shirt, and saying, make me a white cotton office shirt, full sleeves, ready by Friday, which one gets you what you actually want? Of course, the detailed, clear one. And that is the whole secret of prompting, detail and clarity. You already do this every single day when you give instructions to people. Now I will give you my favorite trick of all, and it almost feels like cheating. It is called meta-prompting. Here is the idea. What if you do not know how to write a good instruction? What if you are simply not sure how to ask? Well, you ask the AI to write the instruction for you. Yes, really. You just say, here is what I am trying to achieve. Please write me a strong, detailed prompt to get the best result. And the AI hands you a beautifully worded instruction, which you then give right back to it. It is just like having a friend who is wonderful with words. You tell him what you want to say in your letter, he writes it out nicely, and then you send it. You never stay stuck again. So let me ask you, gently. Suppose you truly do not know how to ask a good question. Who is the one helper, sitting right in front of you, who could write that perfect question for you? Take a second, think about who is always ready to help. Yes, the AI itself. You use the AI to coach you on how to use the AI. Is that not clever? It means you are never truly stuck. If you cannot find the right words, you simply ask your helper to find them for you. Remember this trick, it will quietly transform every result you ever get. Good. That trick alone is worth the whole lesson. Now, for the bigger tasks, let me give you one popular checklist that many people find helpful. When something really matters, a proper business email to a supplier, an important application form, a careful plan for your shop, there is a simple checklist that makes sure you ask for everything you need. Now, there are a few versions of this floating around. I will give you one simple 6-part checklist, and I will use the name CoSTAR, like a co-star in a film, just because it is easy to remember. Please do not treat it as some official rulebook, it is simply a handy memory aid. It has 6 small ingredients, and when you include them, the AI has everything it needs to give you an excellent answer. Let me walk you through all 6, slowly, one by one. First, C is for context. You give the AI a role, like saying, you are an expert email writer with 20 years of experience. Second, O is for objective. You state clearly what you want. For example, write a polite email to reschedule a meeting. Third, S is for steps. You ask it to lay out the work in order, the way you would tell a new helper, first do this, then this, so nothing is forgotten. We are halfway now, 3 down, 3 to go, take a breath with me, and let us finish the last 3. Fourth, T is for tools. You tell it what it is allowed to look at, just as you might hand a worker a price list or a photo and say, use this, for example, a bill you have uploaded, or a picture. Fifth, A is for audience, and this one is powerful. You tell it who the answer is for, like explain this for a 5-year-old, or for a busy company director. And sixth, R is for reflection. You simply ask the AI to read back over its own work and fix any mistakes before handing it to you, just as you check the change in your hand before giving it to a customer. And it will. Now do not panic, nobody memorizes all 6 on the first day. Honestly, if you remember just 2, audience, who it is for, and context, the role you give, you are already ahead of most people. Now let me test you, gently, on the most powerful ingredient. In that checklist, which letter tells the AI who the answer is meant for? Picture the 6 letters again, which one is about the listener? Yes, A for audience. And this matters enormously, so let me show you why. Explain inflation for a 5-year-old gives you a sweet little story about the price of sweets going up. Explain inflation for an economist gives you graphs and theory. Same topic, but you simply told it who it is for, and the whole answer changed to fit. That is the power of audience. Now let me clear up two beliefs that hold people back. The first myth is that you must be some kind of expert to get good answers from AI. Be honest, has that thought made you hesitate to even try? If so, let it go completely. The truth is, you can simply ask the AI to improve your question first, that is meta-prompting, so you never need to be the expert yourself. And the second myth is that a good prompt must be long and complicated. Not at all. A short instruction that simply includes those few ingredients almost always beats a long, rambling paragraph, because it is structure, not sheer length, that helps the AI understand you. So aim for clear and organized, rather than long and clever. And if any part of this, meta-prompting, or the CoSTAR checklist, is even a little unclear, please write your question in the comments below. I read every one myself, and I reply within 24 hours. There is no such thing as a silly question here, the asking is exactly how we learn. So let us hold today's beautiful, simple truth, better questions give you better answers, and now you know exactly how to ask. When you are stuck for words, use meta-prompting and let the AI write the question for you. And for important tasks, run through the CoSTAR checklist so nothing is missed. You have just learned the skill that separates people who are merely amazed by AI from people who are genuinely powerful with it. And that, my friend, is now you. Quickly, let us note down 3 short lines. 1. A prompt is just your instruction, a clearer instruction gives a better answer. 2. Meta-prompting, when stuck, ask the AI to improve your question for you. 3. For big tasks, remember the word CoSTAR, like a co-star in a film. Context, objective, steps, tools, audience, reflection. If you only remember the word, you can always find the 6 ingredients again. Pause and write those 3 lines. I will wait for you. And here is your homework, and you will feel its power immediately. Take any simple request. Say, write a message to my customers about a holiday closing. Ask the AI once, plainly, and read the answer. Then ask it again, this time adding just 2 ingredients, a context and an audience. Watch how much warmer and better the second answer becomes. That small change is the whole skill, working in your own hands. And if that second answer surprises you, or if anything today is still fuzzy, tell me in the comments. I read every one and reply within 24 hours. In our next lesson, we do something truly exciting. We stop just using AI, and we start building our very own. Take care, my friend, and very well done today.